A woman and her son traveling with superpowers? What could go wrong? NERDSoul. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we get into another wonderful episode of On Screen. Having a lot of fun because today we're talking about the whole season of Keloid. Now, if you didn't know exactly what Keloid is, it is a web series based on a mother and a son who are coming up in a situation where they have to hide their powers. The mother is trying to show her son kind of how to use his powers, but to also keep them, of course, hidden, because people knew you had powers, you'd probably be like dissected and they'd be testing you and taking blood samples and all kinds of stuff, and you'd be a guinea pig probably for the rest of your life. But we're gonna talk about the season, how I felt about it. If you've been watching it, we're going to, get into what you think too. So I'd say the most important part of this series has been the relationship between the mother and the son. You have the young boy's name is Keloid, and she's trying to raise him in a way to be able to not only recognize his power, but to control his power and also know how important and powerful his power is. I mean, his power can be dangerous. And we see that early on, like in episode 1, or I believe, episode 1, not 2, that his power can be very harmful to other people. The mother and son relationship is such a great dynamic in this because you see that she is someone who wants the best for her son, but knows that her son is not going to get the normal life that other kids get. He's going to have to really, really dial back his powers, his strength, his speed, whatever it is. He's going to have to kind of dumb down his talents or dumb down his skills. And he's a kid that he doesn't seem to want this at all. It's interesting, a lot of times we get stuff where someone's like, oh, I got these powers and I don't want them. But in this case, it does seem that he's the type of child that just kind of wants to be normal. He wants to have friends. He wants to be able to, go to the movies or something. And there's a constant back and forth between whether I should show my mom how many powers I have, because she knows the level of powers he should be at a certain age or when powers are coming, and her being like, look, I want you to have these powers because you're gonna have them. I just wanna be around to make sure that you're safe. Now, before we get on to all the other craziness that goes on this show that makes it something that I definitely recommend, I gotta remind you that you can find me at Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans is super dope, and you can check them out daily when they have, of course, celebrity interviews, after shows, sports talk, geek, nerd tech, the whole shebang bang at blackhollywoodlive.com. And once you check them out right there, they have live streams every day covering all kinds of topics at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So in this story between the mother and son, they end up having a situation go on at their current place, at their apartment, where they have to leave and leave in a hurry, which brings them to New York, where the boy is trying to retrace his roots. And you see that his mother doesn't really want him to go there because you can see in her eyes that there's nothing but hurt and pain to wherever he's going to. And the further and the faster we move to get to that destination that the boy is looking for, to reconnect with his, his past, his history, to find something, find his father, find some semblance of legacy, if you will, they end up coming in contact with what they call a tracker. And a tracker, of course, are people that are looking for people just like Keloid to, of course, take them out. And we find out that the mother has been hiding way more than just what the young boy has been learning as far as his powers and his abilities. And when they leave, they find out that not only is he trying desperately to reconnect with his past, but his mother is going into a hibernation state. And that hibernation state is something that's going to kind of keep her out of the picture for who knows how long. Which leads me into the lore. Keloid is introducing us to a whole lot of lore that I just did not expect. I did not, think that we were going to be getting this kind of, this kind of well-rounded atmosphere when it comes to people with the powers and abilities having to hibernate, or needing triggers when they wake up, or there being trackers, and it seems like they really planned this out very well. And I have to give it to the writers, to the creator, to the directors, all those guys that really worked on this, because they created a web series that I am very interested in. Like they built a relationship between a mother and a son that I think is quite valuable, and I think it's definitely worth you guys checking out. So of course, really quick, if you've seen Keloid, holla at me, I'm gonna holla at you down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about Keloid. Are you still checking it out? Are you waiting for it? Because there's something else about this that I wanted to add on, and I'm interested to see if you guys are ready for it. But season 1 is done. Season 1 has been cool. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I've watched it through twice because they're short episodes, and they've got a Kickstarter, of course, for season 2. Season 1 has been great. I've really enjoyed it. Of course, it's a web series, so there have been some technical issues, but the core story is there. There's a lot to get from what they're putting down, and I think that the road to the future is going to be bright for what they're producing. They've got a lot of story threads that they've already laid. They got the mother of a young girl that's looking for Keloid. You got the mother going into hibernation. You got his father. You got any other siblings or any other family members he might be interested in. You got more trackers to worry about. You have this world that he's growing up in where he's going to have to sooner or later be himself as well, outside of what his mother has taught him. So I'm very psyched to see where they go, where they take this, and what the future may bring. So of course, guys, if you're checking this out, let me know what you think about the Kickstarter. Are you giving to the Kickstarter? Are you watching? Are you donating? All that stuff. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll holler at you guys later. Gotta let you get on to your day. So, of course, hit up ThatNERDSoul.com. That's right. Check me out right there. The oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all that when it comes to my videos. And check out shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt, player. And don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that nerd soul. That's right. There is no better way that I can tell people that you like what you are watching. So LA, what up? VA, what up? And RVA, you got my heart. So please be good to yourself. Be good to each other. And if you've got powers, use them wisely. Peace.